Yo, what's going on with it once again? It's been a little while, but what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, fanboys and fangirls, and of course, as always, I'll talk to Sneaky Commodities and People Humanity. This is Nintendo Sony Free 2011 aka Manny Wolverine. And of course, you guys are interested in intros and outros towards this channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all the other good stuff. And of course, before I begin, just real quick, I know I did say September, October, I was going to start doing these chat and breezes again. The only reason I'm doing it right now is because this is a little bit more important. This couldn't wait when I got back home to do the one that's only under 15 minutes. Like the Screencast Master that I usually use, that app. That's usually how I do my videos nowadays. Since I haven't had a traditional camera in about 6-7 years, so it's been a while. Hopefully I get that next year after I get my Nintendo Switch, the upgraded one. And also before I begin real quick, next month, these chat and breezes are going to be more of a daily thing. It won't be just a weekly thing. That actually still will be a weekly thing. It's like 2-3 times out of the week instead of like once every, what's it called? Like almost every day. It ain't going to be every day because I'll still be using the other thing. I was going to use, like I said in the other video, because this is probably going to be out Friday, Saturday by the time that I post this video on YouTube. I was using another application on my computer called Easy Vids. Problem is, it had the same feature where you could show my face talking to you guys, but for some reason it didn't want to upload to YouTube, so it kind of sucks ass. I got to go back to DU Recorder again. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with this. This app is really cool too, but it does show commercials sometimes, so I just want to pay $3 a month for it, which I don't want to do because I'm a cheapskate bastard sometimes. Anyways, yeah, let's begin. So I actually heard this from Twitter like just the other day. By the time I'm recording this video, it's probably going to be over a week by the time this video comes out, but this Asian Japanese chick or Chinese chick, this Chinese cosplayer, I had to talk about this. This shit couldn't wait because this is very fucking important. As somebody that loves the cultural aspect of anime and manga, just the whole traditional Japanese culture in general, it kind of pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, this shit pissed me the fuck off because fucking what's it called? Some fucking reason this paparazzi dudes, they decided to take a bunch of panty shots of this chick, literally without her permission. I really hope to God she was wearing panties, because if she went out there naked without panties, they probably took a lot of pictures of her, you know what, or her twat and her cunt and shit. So she's gonna be very scarred for life, unfortunately. But I couldn't find this news nowhere else, but I heard this from Mr. the Anime Man. I didn't know his last name was. I think it's Joey something. Bilas. I don't know. I know it starts with a B. So I'll leave the link to his Twitter in the description box below if you want to check it out yourself. It disgusted him like it disgusted myself. Absolutely very fucking uncalled for, very fucking unprofessional. I mean, I get it, it's the Japanese culture. A lot of them are little pervert fucks anyways. And it's probably one of the main reasons why there's such a depopulation in Japan. I mean, there's still a lot of people that live there, but another 10-20 years from now, that place is going to be almost empty as fuck. So by the time I'm, I don't know, 40, 45 something years old, Japan's going to be almost barren. Because a lot of them are probably going to just be with our anime waifu pillows. I don't know, probably jacking off and fapping to like a lot of hentai moe ecchi porn. That's just Japanese culture. Unfortunately, you really can't do anything about it. Sorry about that. Fucking fly got in my face. I really hate bugs, just in case any people are wondering. But yeah, this one says, Comic Cat crowned relentlessly shooting panty shots and close-ups of Chinese cosplayer as she is having a panic attack. This is really, really fucked up, to be honest with you. There wasn't no article I couldn't find this from. I just found it from Reddit instead. So I'm going to read some of the Reddit posts some of the people thought about this. In my own personal opinion, this is extremely fucked up. Shit should never happen. Unfortunately, it did. So this comes from Nono Troll, or Noko Troll. How the fuck would you not have a panic attack? That is aggressively photo taking. And this one named Quaslint7, hopefully I'm saying that right. This photograph gives me anxiety. As someone who suffers from panic attacks regularly, this is basically nightmare fuel. I wouldn't be surprised. And another person, they hit the nail on the head with this one. Bunch of creeps. Yeah, definitely they are. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm trying not to be a simp or a Captain Save-A-Ho or a male feminist, because I'm completely against this bullshit feminazi, feminism, third wave feminism garbage, because a lot of it's just, it's a lot of fucking, what's it called? It's not really clout. That's another word for it. I know there is. It's pretty much basically called, I don't know. I don't know. There's a special word for it. I just don't know what the fuck it's called. I know it's something, I just don't fucking know what it is. I don't know, it's like pretty much like, it's really self-narcissism. That's what a lot of these women are nowadays, the ones in their early, mid-late 20s or early, mid-30s. Like, a lot of them don't fucking care about, like, really other women and shit to try to have their back. They're just looking out for their fucking self at the end of the day. I mean, for the male feminists, they think they keep defending these women and think they're gonna get some pussy on the side. They're not. They're not gonna get no twat on the side. I can guarantee you that. Somebody used to be a simp motherfucker like myself in middle school. And I was stepped on like a fucking doormat, man. It sucked. It honestly sucked a lot of ass, you know. I know my heart was broken a bunch of times in middle school. And once I got to, I don't know, my junior, senior high school, I just stopped giving a shit about women anymore. Just, fuck it. They don't want to have sex with me, fuck them. They're bastards, you know. I was kind of into like my MGTOW sort of thing. Like, if any people don't know this one YouTube channel named Sandman, definitely shout out to him. I was a real big MGTOW motherfucker, aka men going their own ways. Because, you know, I wasn't getting no pussy that much in high school. In college, I got a little bit better at it, but in high school, I was very fucking terrible at it. I think I only got pussy maybe like 2 times, and that's the only time I ever got any vagina. Other than that, that was it. Plus, you know, I wasn't much of a fat fuck back then like I am now. I'm a lot more bigger now compared to back then, but man, it sucked a lot of ass. I'm being 100% real with you, it really sucked a lot of ass. So, yeah, there's a bunch of other comments here. It says, from Zot Gaming, hopefully I said, no, Zarko's Guardian. Holy shit, that is super trashy. People suck. Video. Oh, and the video's right here if you want to check that out. Bruh, is that crying? Holy shit, that's so sad. I mean, that sucks if the girl's crying. I did look at the video myself. I'm not going to show it because there actually is a part where they do show her. I mean, they didn't show her titties or anything nakedly, but they do show a little bit of... Now, what the fuck that shit is. I'm getting real paranoid as fuck for some reason. I don't know, because stupid ass nature. Fuck nature. Anyways, as I was saying, now all the little PETA fucks are probably going to get on my ass for saying that, but whatever, I don't care. Yeah, you know, somebody that like... I mean, I did see the video, but they did show her butt a couple times, and I really don't want YouTube to flag my video if I do show off the video, which I'm not going to. So there's that. So yeah, bunch of links on Reddit here. So let's get to the second one. This one is a little bit interesting. I only heard about this the other day, but it's going to be 3, maybe 4 days old by the time you guys hear about it. So this one comes from Slashdot, but here it is. So it says $3 million Fortnite winner becomes latest swatting target. Thank you, asshole. Anonymous coward. Oh, there you go. An anonymous reader quotes that the repost of Ars Technica. Kotaku reported that Kyle Bugda Gisheradov was streaming a Fortnite game late Sunday, when he abruptly left his desk and abandoned the game with the live stream still running. The cause: the father coming to him to tell him that the armed police were at the front door. Fortunately, Bugda returned with unarmed, and the stream set several minutes later. It says, quote, "That was definitely a new one," unquote. He can barely be heard saying on a recording of the stream, "I just got swatted." A comparatively quick and peaceful resolution, he says, a recording of a stream, "I got swatted." The comparatively quick and peaceful resolution of the issue was in part during a sheer good luck. I was lucky because one of the officers, he lives in our neighborhood, Bugda explained on the stream. Bugda won a $3 million for his first prize finish and the first ever Fortnite World Cup in July, and even appeared on the Tonight Show to talk about his host with Jimmy Fallon. He's also of 16 years old, and so a threat against him involved with his parents whose personal information may have been easy to find. Swatting occurs when someone takes place in a hoax emergency. You gotta be careful there because it's a street. Hold on. Let me get a drink real quick because I'm starting to lose my fucking voice. Hold on. It's better. Let's keep moving. Where was I at? Yeah, swatting occurs when someone plays a hoax in an emergency to call police department, hoping to mobilize an emergency response, i.e. SWAT team, and the victim's home. Excuse me, I keep burping a lot. I don't know what's up with me. Bugda was so lucky that and his officers were able to respond to his address were of a mood to ask questions first. Not all swatting victims are so lucky. In 2017, and this is old news, I did talk about this news like 2 years ago when this shit happened. A Kansas man named Andrew Finch was killed during a swatting event, even though he was not the intended target. The man behind the hoax was sentenced to 20 years in prison earlier this year for his first role in Finch's death. So yeah, overall thoughts, views, and opinions. This dude, I said it millions of times on this channel, I really don't give a shit about Fortnite. Fortnite's boring as fuck to me. It doesn't really appeal to my people, maybe of my age group. You know, I'm like 30 years old. There's probably a few people in their 30s that play Fortnite, but I'm just not one of them, to be honest. Probably people in their 30s and 40s that probably play Minecraft. And you know what? Minecraft, I don't know. Back in the day, I was into Minecraft a little bit, but I wasn't like a hardcore Minecraft player, per se. So at the same time, it really doesn't affect me, to be honest. But I will say this. Even though I really don't like Fortnite, I wouldn't want to wish anyone to get swatted on, bro. When I never gotten swatted, I hope and pray to God I never get swatted. Granted, I'm not really a big YouTuber or Twitch streamer. Usually the people that do get swatted, they're people that have upon thousands, upon millions of like viewers and subscribers and watch time, either on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, any other social media platform you can think of. Of course, Facebook too, but I don't really use Facebook anymore. I've been using it like 5 years or 6. But I will say this, it's very fucked up to the situation that this shit happened to him. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he didn't get traumatized mentally. And hopefully this doesn't stop him from streaming, because if it does, I'm gonna feel bad for him. He has to get an IRL job. So let's get on to the last story of the day. Mixer. Let's talk about this. I know, oh man. I know some people are pissed off about this. I did hear that Mixer, aka the thing that's owned, the streaming service that's owned by Microsoft. I didn't even know what the fuck Mixer was even before like Ninja decided to join with Mixer. I had no idea what the hell that shit he was about, to be honest with you. Personally, myself, I didn't know. Anyways, Mixer. Ninja's new streaming platform criticized him strictly for clothing guidelines. This comes from Joseph Knott from IGN. Got to credit is due. I don't know who the other one was that did the Slashdot article, but shout out to them anyways. I will say this. Holy fucking shit, man. I did hear something about Ninja a couple days ago saying that he, I don't know what it was, but I think somebody put like some adult site porn crap or whatever on his Mixer account, and I think he got in trouble for it. I don't know if it was on his Twitch account or his Mixer account that he ended up like fucking up. I don't know. I don't think he personally did himself, because I don't think Tyler Blevins, aka Ninja, would do something that bad to fuck up his own reputation, not making $20 million a month anymore. Pfft, fuck that. If I was making $20 million a month, I guarantee you I probably wouldn't be doing YouTube videos anymore. I'd probably be traveling around the world doing vlogs all over the world if I had money like that. But you know, since I have no sponsorship, it's more than likely never going to happen. But if it did, I guarantee you I will do a video about it in the future. Another 30, 40 years from now, if YouTube's still around, which I doubt if YouTube's going to be around, and if it is, it might be under a different name by that point. Anyways, let's get to this story. So it says Mixer is the streaming platform that recently managed to sign Ninja to stream exclusively on their services over on Twitch, and is being criticized for what some call likely sexist clothing guidelines. Mixer's official clothing guideline states that, quote, there are some limits to what streamers can wear on the camera. Our rules on clothing attempt to allow expression while still keeping things safe for a wide variety of audiences members that can make use of our site. The clothing guide itself, that is split into 3 sections: family-friendly streams, teen streams, and 18+ streams. By Mixer standards, a family-friendly stream must meet the standard of clothing must be covered the entire visible body a few inches above the bust line. It cannot be strapless and should be shown a little to no cleavage. Similarly, a teen stream allowed to show more than a hint of cleavage, but clothing must still be strapless and cover the entire body. The 18+ categories where things get noticeably more lenient. Streamers must have their clothes covered from the bust line to the end of the rib cage. Crop top are allowed. And that the strapless tops are allowed as long as it's clear to streamers to be wearing a top. Additionally, a situational appropriate clothing is allowed, such as swimwear at the beach and sports at the gym. Mixer is owned by Microsoft. A number of streamers, content creators, industry workers on social media have been criticized for guidelines being needlessly strict against females and feminine streamers and content creators. Just check in to let everyone know that Mixer standards meet and greets at Disney for Ariel, Moana, and Jasmine are 18 plus. Have a good day. Okay, so I'm reading about Mixer clothing rules and I'm honestly dying. LOL. What is this weird shit about strapless tops not being family friendly? Anyone who actually thinks it is just stupid, it's just shoulders, people. This comes from Nina Freeman. Behold Mixer's specific clothing guideline. Anyone else is widely uncomfortable with the idea of any visible skin being family friendly. Crop tops or visible shoulders should always be 18 plus. Seems archive backwards. This comes from Emily Bello on Twitch DLN. Alright, had to double down on the take those to Mixers for clothing picks. My Catholic middle school's rules were more lenient. My work wardrobe, apparently not family. Is one of my work wardrobes is apparently not family friendly. The dress I'm wearing right now doesn't pass. This comes from Katie Crowless. Mixer's clothing guidelines looks like it's written by a guy with an agenda against titty streamers. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised if it is, but at the same time, I don't care. It is what it fucking is. And this one goes on to say, I love it when people dig up a picture of me in a sweater to prove that I am fully clothed on my chest because, you know, I am supposed to be a streamer in a sweater in the summer in the desert in fucking New Mexico. And archaic dress guidelines. While Mixer's guidelines take steps to use some specific gender-neutral wording, some of the others have been criticized of the guidelines specifically referring to clothing styles and physical traits that are predominantly associated with feminine people, such as straps and cleavage. So it says, 1, Mixer rules women shouldn't be specifically policed. The rules apply to everyone equally but disproportionately affect women. There's exactly zero question in the women's to make this adjustment to 18 plus ratings for totally normal attire while men generally don't. This comes from Hunter Wild, Seattle. I don't know how long this thing is. I'm just going to skip. Hold on. Alright, that's all there is. I'm just going to read this last part and I'm done. When asked for comment, a Microsoft spokesperson says Mixer is commonly maintains a positive, inclusive attitude, with diverse community alongside transparency of rules or use of conduct. We are always listening to the feedback to ensure the uphold of a friendly, welcoming environment for our community. The streaming platforming site has almost certainly come under greater attention as a result of Ninja's exclusivity deal. You can check out what streaming community thought of the deal. So overall thoughts and opinions, there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Tyler Blevins, aka better known as Ninja. I'm gonna say this right now. To be honest with you, this is actually a very, very good thing. And you know what? I know I can't clap with one of my other hands because I'm holding the phone, but I gotta give Mixer 110% loyalty and respect for that shit, because that's great that they're doing that shit to women. Because on Twitch, since 2010, 2011, because I heard about it way back in 2009. I think from 2005 to 2008, it was called Justin TV. And then I remember, because I was getting my first job after it was my second year of college at the time. That's when Twitch TV started. It went from Justin TV to Twitch TV, and the second 2011, 2012 came out, after I was about my senior year of community college. That's when it started becoming a very, very cam horse sort of site after that. I started noticing the difference. A lot of the people I was sub to, they were gone. I guess because they quit Twitch because they wanted to make either a lot of money, or B, they wanted to, they legitimately did genuinely care about their fans. I mean, I didn't really go on Twitch that much. I was mainly on YouTube like I still am today, but to be honest with you, it's a little bit of a bitch, because a lot of these men out here, especially the ones that are doing Twitch streams, it's like they can't make as much money as the women can. I mean, there's some men out there that are Twitch streamers that are specifically gamers. I know Twitch could be used for anything, but mainly I use it for just gaming. I don't really care about the people that do outdoor blogs or people that do IRL blogs. I don't really give a shit about that. A lot of it's just fake ass drama bullshit. You know, real specifically stuff like, I don't know, Sam Pepper, or what's his name, Ice Poseidon, or what's that other dude's name? All the Andys, like Andy Milonakis, I don't know. For Andy, I'll give him a pass because I grew up with his shit when I used to watch the Andy Milanakis show. I used to love watching his shit. He was the jam back in the day. I loved his shit to death, bro. Andy Milanakis was the shit back then when I used to watch MTV, but after he left MTV and tried to be an actor, which I don't think that panned out that well for him, but I will say this. He's still a funny ass dude. I checked out a couple of his stream highlights. Very funny shit, not gonna lie. He seems like the most realist dude, and he was a fucking actor. He wasn't even a real person. He was an actor. And I even have more respect for him compared to all these other drama bullshit YouTubers or whatever, or Twitch streamers. I don't really care too much for them because a lot of them are fake pieces of garbage. Plain and simple, man. I'm sorry. It just is what it fucking is. Anyways, yeah, as far as that goes, I'm glad that Mixer's enforcing these strict rules and laws and regulations, because I know I'm very much against censorship most of the time, but to be honest with you, Mixer doing this, you know what? Thank you. Shout out to Mixer, man. I don't do any like content on Mixer because I don't really do streaming. I was gonna do streaming earlier this year, but I decided not to do it. I backed out at the last second because I don't know. Anything can happen on a stream. In the words of that dude on Richard VTech USA, I know some people don't like his shit, but I think his shit's pretty interesting. Even said, a lot of shit you cannot control when you do a live stream. Anything can literally happen. You can't edit that shit out in any shape, way, or form. It's on the internet. It's on there for fucking ever. That's what happens, bro. Exactly what happens. That's why I would never want to do a Twitch stream or fucking Mixer stream. I would have done D-Live, but then I got to use a real life camera for that and not just the phone that I'm using. So there's that. That's all.